Another episode of Will's Way. You don't know. I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's feeling blessed. Today's video, I'm going to take you back to today's video. Do you know what I mean? I was actually going on my Mac. I was going through my Mac, right? And I see a video that I never uploaded, okay? And it was when I went and got my car, right? And it was such a great video, and I don't know why I didn't upload it. Like, there's some great clips in there, some great gems in terms of like manifestation and creative visualization. And it got me thinking, like, you know, I thought, I've not really done a video on creative visualization, and what a great way to show you in terms of actually getting something that I'd manifested in my life. And, you know, at the time, you know, for years and years, I've, you know, wanted this car. Do you know what I mean? And like, I really tried this as an experiment. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of like, can I actually think this into existence? Because obviously I heard about law of attraction years ago, and obviously the concepts were there, but the paradigm belief wasn't fully tuned yet. You know what I'm saying? Even though I sort of knew how the world worked in these, you know, circumstances and scenarios. So I really tried to sort of manifest this, like, this thing into my life, you know what I'm saying? And literally I had this car on my screensaver for ages, for time. Do you know what I mean? It was a black Range Rover, and it would just sat on my screensaver. And like, when I started my business, in one of my goals, I wrote down the car I wanted to drive was a Range Rover. So every single night I do this meditation as well. And what I do, I put my headphones on, and just before I'm about to go to sleep, and you may have heard of me talk about this in a video in terms of like, you know, really programming that part of our brain, the subconscious part of our brain, the place that holds all our beliefs, systems and paradigms. Just before you're about to go to sleep, there's this stage called theta brainwave state. That's just whereabouts your brain is shutting off to go to sleep, but it's still a little bit awake, right? That point in time is where we're conscious enough to be able to put these ideas into our subconscious brain and for it to really manifest. And every time I went to bed, what I'd do is visualize me driving this car. I'd literally, you'll hear in the video as well, like I'd like feel the upholstery. I'd literally like feel the gear knob. Like I'd literally like be visualized driving this thing. And the one thing I didn't do, which a lot of people do, and I do suggest it, if you're looking at a car or something that you want, is to test drive it. Because a test drive gives you a complete feeling of being it and having it. And whilst you're test driving it, visualize it as your car. And once you've had that feeling in terms of what it'd feel like to drive it, you can then use that as a metric, like when you go into this meditation, to be able to understand what it feels like, you know what I mean? Because it's the feeling that brings it. Remember that, it's the feeling. Like, a lot of people can think about certain things, but if their brain, your conscious brain is thinking, oh, it's a lie, it's just fake, it's fantasy, your subconscious is going to take it as fantasy. But if you feel like you're already there, the subconscious part of the brain has no recollection whether it's real or not. It just really reacts in terms of the feeling. So it was a really great experiment. And within 2 years, I had enough money to be able to go buy this car I wanted. And I've had this car now for nearly sort of 8 months. And it's still my dream car. It's always going to be my baby. But I just, you know, I really thought it'd be a great idea to be able to go through creative visualization, and that can, like, you know, benefit your lives. Remember, guys, this doesn't have to be a car. This can be a house. This can be a holiday. It can be a job. It can be, you know, a person. You know what I'm saying? It can be anything. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be a car. And this is why creative visualization is so powerful, because what it does, it puts you in a position in your brain where you think, and your subconscious brain thinks you're in this scenario for real. And that feeling brings the feeling in terms of intention in the quantum field, which manifests it. Do you know what I mean? It reflects back that feeling in reality. And it may take a while to get to that timeline where you get to it. But if you continuously do it, and that's the trick, people, it's the continual cycle of doing stuff. And you don't have to tell anyone you're doing this, right? Because I could tell you, like, if I told people I was like doing this, people think I'm crazy. But I don't care. You see, I'm no longer a victim of what other people think of me. You know what I'm saying? I just do this because I know it works, and I've read enough books to understand it. I've read enough about it. I've got so interested in this subject that I've just forever been wanting to learn more. So I'd say 3 really cool steps to be able to use creative visualization. And once I've gone through them cool little steps, I'll take you into this video where, you know, this was back last summer. You know what I mean? And you can see the smile on my face, man. I'm a happy geezer. I'm about to go get this car. Step number 1, right, is to put whatever you're desiring, whether that be a car, whether that be, you know, a person or a house, everywhere where you can see it. So like, for example, screensavers are a perfect place. When you go onto your phone, plants a little subconscious image straight away. It just gives that little suggestion, right? If you're on your computer, put it on your computer screen. So I had this particular model, this all blacked out Range Rover on my screensaver. So every time I logged into my Mac, I would see it, and it would just be there, and it would just give a little inkling into my mind subconsciously. Do you know what I'm saying? So wherever you can make the suggestion as a visual, like even if you print it off and put it on the fridge, like honestly, people will think you're crazy, but who cares? If it works, it works. So number 1 is like put the image everywhere where you can see it, where it's going to really have an effect on you. Do you know what I'm saying? Number 2 is in meditation at night, just before you're about to go to sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, focus your attention on this thing that you want and really, really feel like you're in it. Like I really felt like, for example, as well, if it's a car, go test drive the car. Do you know what I'm saying? Go test drive it, feel what it feels like to be in it. Then every single night when you're in that meditation, take yourself back to the feeling. Remember, it's the feeling, right? It's not the thinking. Remember, a lot of people think, oh, I've been thinking about this for ages and ages, but they're not attaching any emotion to it. Remember, the subconscious reacts to emotional impulse. It doesn't react to just pure thought. You need to be able to emotionalize it. You know what I mean? So really feel like you're driving a car. Like really good down to the T in terms of description about what model you want. Research the models. Keep looking at it. Keep really placing your attention on it. Do you know what I mean? So every single morning, every single night, visualize yourself in the car like you're driving it, or in the house, or whatever it may be, and you'll really be able to form an attachment to it in terms of feeling. Number 3 is to keep really consistent with this. Don't just do it for one day, skip 3. Every single day, make sure you're consistently creating that attention to the car. And you'll get signs as well, like it's working, because at some point, you'll start to see the car, you'll start to see references or little signs like it's coming. And generally what I say is, like with manifestation, you always get these pre-signs that it's working, and a lot of people are really oblivious to it. But like, for example, before I got my car, 3 or 4 weeks before, I'd see a lot of the same car driving on the road. And it's weird because 3 or 4 weeks ago, I wasn't even aware that I'd have the car. And it all happened very quickly, and it happened very easily. Remember, when it's sort of like in motion, stuff will fall together. Like, it was so easy to be able to get this car. You would not even understand how quick and easy it was. Within 2 weeks, I'd sold mine and I was driving home with this one. So remember, when it's right, it will fall into place. It will be so easy to do so, yeah? So remember, timing is key as well. Don't rush the manifestation period, right? Let it fall into place. And when you can do that, everything will align, they say, in perfect timing. So guys, I'm now going to take you into the video. I hope you enjoy it. Love. Yo people, I hope all is blessed. Man has been away for a while, but I'm really excited today because I'll come back with a real cool video. This is not really usually the setup we have. Generally, we're sitting in the studio, we're talking about manifestation, we're talking about law of attraction, but it has a lot of relevance to what we're doing today. So basically, the video was called I've Manifested My Dream Car, and we are actually now en route to go collect it and pick it up. I thought it would be a great way, you know, I think you've got to document these things, you know, because days like this when they come, the excitement is incredible. Do you know what I mean? Inside I've got this funny feeling in my gut, in the solar plexus, and I just feel really good right now, do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to tell you what car it is. You're going to have to wait a little bit until we go see it, but we're about an hour away, I think it says on the sat nav. But I just want to sort of talk to you about how this came about and why I wanted to do the video, because all of this right now has been manifested, and for a long time I've been visualizing this car and I've been sort of thinking about it. And what I do every single night is like a meditation. I put my headphones on, and I'm actually going to link that meditation in the comments as well, because it is such an amazing meditation, and it really gets you in that mood to be able to feel like you've already got, you know, what you sort of, you know, what you're trying to manifest. So every single night I've been thinking, I've been visualizing sitting in this car, driving this car, and literally even feeling the upholstery, you know what I mean? And really feeling in that sort of sense for the last sort of 2 years or so. And at the same time as well, I've had this car on my screensaver on my Mac. So when I go into my studio, when I get on the old MacBook to get on my music, it pops up and it sort of gives a subliminal message, imagery into my mind every time I do that. And I've been doing that constantly. And the reason I've been away for the last 2-3 months or so is because my business has literally gone through the roof. I've been working about 6 days a week. Very blessed for that, very grateful for my customers. And yeah, hence obviously why I've not put many videos up, because I obviously had to, you know, focus my time and attention on other things. But because of that, it's allowed me to be able to get the car of my dreams, if you know what I mean. So we're now on the way. I'm with my bebe.
I was just thinking about it. You actually wrote about it in a song.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I did. Yeah, the intro, right? I'm actually going to put a clip in now. Yeah, in the intro. What did I say? What are the lyrics? Let me try to think.
The next aim is arranged.
Yeah, 2 German whips in my drive, and still the next aim is arranged. No. You man must be thinking I'm cray, but manifestation's great. Now I know that I'll get there, bro. So let the intro man tell you who's great. Don't know the thing. You don't know. See, like even bruv, I swear down. See, this stuff is real, people. This stuff is real, people. Honestly, and when it happens, it only gives you that extra energy to think, right, now what can I get now? And we're all here, right? We all have the God-given right to have these great things, and I'm telling you now, but it's your belief to it that stops you from having it. I promise you that. Is that recording?
Yeah.
There it is. Look at the range, baby.
How do you feel?
Oh man, I don't know if it's a bit surreal. Like I've been like visualizing this for so long, do you know what I mean? And like now it's here. It's a bit still surreal, mate. Don't really feel like mine, if I'm honest. Do you know what I mean? But it's my baby. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm here with my baby. I'm outside. It's a beautiful day today. But yeah, it just goes to show. Do you know what I mean? Like this stuff is real. And do you know what? A lot of people thought I was crazy when I used to talk about this stuff like earlier on, before I had any of it. And it's kind of like, it's just beautiful now. I just, you know, not to prove people wrong, but to be able to show people if you've got real faith in something, you can make anything happen. Remember, like always, yeah, the seed is always imprinted inside of the thought of having it, like before we receive any of this. So guys, you've got to believe you're worthy, do you know what I'm saying? But I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. A little bit of a different video for Will's Way this week, do you know what I mean? But I just had to show you, man, I was going through my content and I've filmed a lot of stuff that I've not actually put out there. And you know, I think now's the time to start getting it out there, do you know what I'm saying? So I really hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. Please drop a comment below. Add me on socials, willstar22 or Will's Way 33. Yeah guys, stay blessed.
You can never stop my wave, you can never stop my wave, no. Every single day I pray, every single day I pray.